Hi, everybody. It is Wednesday, November 17th. And uh, like I've told you guys before, my guides, sometimes they just wake me up like 3 or 4 in the morning and it's kind of a download of information. But so this is kind of hot off the press. I'm doing this video really early because, yeah, whatever I can remember, I'm going to try to sort of relay to you guys what they told me. It's pretty bizarre. It's it's kind of a twist to the story that I didn't really understand. So I'm just going to try to explain it as best I can. Is uh, what they've been telling me is, along with this is kind of all kind of a big learning lesson for us to help us discern, you know, and follow our hearts, I guess, and that type of thing. That we're trying to. This is kind of it's almost kind of like a test for us to see if we can figure this out, sort of. But the main idea they were telling me was that, and you've heard people talk about this for years because this has been ongoing, but we're doing a shift. It's like it's in a sense kind of a reality shift, but I also call it a frequency shift. And the way I've been explaining it in the past is we're changing from our frequency from AM to FM. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But this hasn't been done very often, or if not, maybe not even at all, is kind of what I've heard or get the impression that they've done a shift like this with so many souls at the same time. And um, we call it the 5D shift. Like we're shifting from a lower 3D density to 5D. And they realized we can't do it quickly, so we have to do it really slowly. And from what I understand is they said around 2012 is when it started picking up speed. This has been known about for probably for centuries as far as our galaxy is concerned, and our universe. They knew this was coming. Um, and so they said that it's been a slow shifting of that dial, speeding up our frequency. And I don't really understand it at all because I'm still learning as well. But I guess our bodies, this physicality of uh, the ones that we're living in right now, this human body is based on a kind of a silicon-based physicality, and we're changing to a crystalline base. So it's almost like, well, even if you even think about it that way, it's like changing sand into crystals. So it's we're transmuting from one frequency to another. So I don't know exactly how to explain that, or I'm still learning myself. But so what we've been going through is people that are more intuitive or in touch, or even for instance, or get a lot more guidance, uh, have been changing slowly along with this. And I know myself, uh, I got this big sort of wake up call in the year 2000. So for me, I've been slowly changing my physicality for over 20 years. But it's even then it's been a slow process. I've been changing my diet. They were telling me to be more alkaline, more antioxidants, things like that. So I've been slowly transforming my body into kind of a newer, more healthy body, I guess, in a sense. So for me, this has been a real slow transition, and also building up my immune system too, to while we're going along the way. But since this whole sort of crisis has happened, and also the people that are helping us out are starting to realize, well, that's a very small percentage of people that are more awake, if you know what I mean. Like we're aware of what's going on, even if it's deep down psychologically, and within our spirit, we know what's kind of going on, and we've been shifting to try to adjust to this. Now, as it's been being turned up, we've all heard of we're getting what we call 5D symptoms, like basically frequency change symptoms. We might have blurry vision. We might, our heart palpitations, a lot of health problems, because what it is we're changing our physical bodies into a higher density, and our spirits. I mean, they can vibrate at any frequency. We're very high frequency beings ourselves, but when we come into a vessel like this, like a physical body, it's that merging of the two, and as you know, like for instance, if we're changing frequencies, we have to adapt. So anyway, I'm trying to simplify this, but also try to explain what's kind of going on. But what they also were telling me was the good guys helping us through all this, including all the star seeds and the people on Earth that are here for the mission of this transition period. Not only are we shaking off the bad entities that have been controlling us, but we're literally going into kind of a newer world where things are more fantastical, because what we're relearning is we can change our reality, our physical realities, with intent and things like that, and it's almost like a magical world that we're going into, because we can. Anyway, I don't want to go too much into that, because I want to go more to what they were telling me. So, what they realized was they've been changing all our controllers' bad plans, because they've been trying to take us out and use us. They're using the same things that they had planned, and they're reversing it to a positive version of that. So what I'm getting at, and I have to be careful with my words here, but getting a shot was originally going to be bad. Same with, for instance, this bad flu is supposed to be bad, but what they've done is they've changed this into something good. And I know this is why it sounds kind of weird. This is why the White Hats, or our Helpful Alliance, has been allowing this to happen, because we're going, well, this is crazy. If this is a bad thing, how come they're allowing it to happen, especially to our friends and family and stuff like that? Well, here's why, and this is what they explained to me last night, or this morning, was it's for the people that are not up to speed. As we all know, we're like, well, we're awake and we're aware, we're kind of get what's going on, we're changing, we're going into 5D, and and we're realizing, okay, we're being controlled, and we're waking up to that, and our governments are corrupt, or whatever. So we're really kind of aware, and because of that, if you probably know, especially the people that are doing this, we've been also trying to change our diets. Like, I've been more vegan. I've been, but not, and I've been just eating more healthy, drinking healthy water, going outside, breathing fresh air. Getting vitamin D, that type of thing. So we've been adapting. But for the sleepy people that have been under fear and a lot more mind control, I mean, we've all had it, so we know what it's like. But they're getting a really bad dose of it, and they're really having a hard time waking up out of it. Well, the good guys have basically changed. I'll just explain it that way. Changed the formula, whatever they had in there that was going to be nefarious, into something positive. So what they've been getting is stuff that's going to help them transition into more crystalline. So it's like whatever they're putting in there is actually assisting them. It's actually being helpful. I know this sounds bizarre, but that's what they're telling me. And they said the people that are having ill effects from it are the ones that can't vibrate that high. That frequency is just too high for them. So it's been affecting them to the point where, for instance, they've had adverse effects and stuff. But It's because they're having troubles transitioning to 5D. It's not because it's necessarily poisonous, sort of, if you know what I mean. Anyway, that's why this is a crazy concept that they told me. So they said it's not a bad thing at all right now. And that's why they've been allowing it to happen. They've been allowing people, if you noticed, obviously, it's the sleepy people that are getting it, where they're the ones that are going to need it. Because us that are aware, we're going through frequency changes as it is anyway right now. I know a lot of us have. It's been a couple of times it's like, oh my God, I think I'm dying. And you know, I'm getting headaches and shakes, heart flutters, all this stuff. But we're all transitioning it to a higher frequency. So the people that are going to need the assistance are the sleepy ones. So they're the ones that are getting the shot. So all of us that are awake, we're going, oh, you sleepy people, you're falling for this trap. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Well, actually, it's not bad. Like I said, the good guys have been changing things, turning things around, and they're making whatever was going to be bad is actually good. So it's good that they're getting shots, believe it or not. So I didn't think it was, to me, I was like, well, whatever. I thought, well, I don't know. Hopefully they'll get help and we can fix it. But in reality, they're already onto that. As you can imagine, these guys that are helping us out, they're way ahead of the game. So what I'm saying is, as usual, just we're, you know, we're actually we're beating this. We're coming out of this. It's actually working. So because like I said, they're changing a dark plan into something good. They're using all those things that they were going to use against us. They're flipping them. So don't think that this is a bad thing anymore. Is what it is. I know that's a really crazy thing for me to say, but that's what they've been telling me. So again, you don't have to take my word for it, or just if this resonates to you, I'm just gonna relay what they've told me. So that's all I got for now. So again, we're heading into a new world, and it's gonna be a lot more positive, a lot better. So we're all just going through this transition period in this human Terra Earth experience. Like this is a crazy roller coaster we're on, but at the very end, it's gonna be totally worth it. So hang in there, and that's what I got for now. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.